What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Ultimate Hacker. Hopefully my voice is a lot clearer and louder than before, because before I was using the PlayStation Eye, and now I'm using a microphone mounted on a headset that I'm wearing. So basically everything's good. If I were to move my head back like I am right now, I won't get further away from the mic. It's mounted on my headphones. So it has me like that's better. Anyways, in this video, I'll be showing off templates in OrcWeb, which is my next app for the Orc suite of software, and I'll be showing off templates, like I just said. And well, let's get to it. So first off, OrcWeb, as you can probably tell, is an HTML editor with. You don't need to know much HTML code. For example, if you want to embed a YouTube video, you click on YouTube embed, or whatever I called it, I don't know yet. They're not labeled, they're just pictures. You just click on the YouTube logo on the toolbar, and it asks you for video ID. So for example, watch ? V equals a bunch of letters and numbers. That's the video ID. You put it in there, and it does the rest for you. Or if you want to do an image, you click on the image, and it creates an image based on the URL that you gave it. But in this video, basically, instead of showing off the HTML on OrcWeb, I'll be showing you how to make a template for OrcWeb, hence why I have the templates window open. So, I don't know if you saw this, but if I head back, you see that we're at the main window now. So, our editor, to get to the templates list, we just hit File, New, Template. And you'll see this window here. And you'll see that we have pre-installed custom My templates and software archive templates. My templates aren't actually my, as in they're not made by me. However, they can be it once I code that, because I might make a template and I might store it. I might use OrcWeb to do it. It'll save in that My Templates folder. My Templates is basically your templates. Hence the name My Templates. And then software archive, any templates you get from my software archive once I set it up will be installed there. So if you buy one or you download a custom user-made one, the installer package will direct you to there. So to basically load up a template in OrcWeb, all we do is open up this window, select the window that you want, or not window, template. So for example, default. And then down here we set the site title and description, which corresponds to the website title. For example, if I were to go to google.com in Google Chrome, or in Google Chrome, the tab title would be Google or Internet Explorer or anything like that. Basically, the window title or tab title of the web page. The description is what search engines you can locate. For example, if we're to search Google in a search engine, the description of Google would be this description here. So we're going to type in example. I'm loading templates. And you'll see that we get this your title here. During alpha, there's no way of automating this text to display the web or the site title and description, but there will be once I find out how to do it, because there's a limitation in VB where rich text boxes can only search one line of text, or basically it'll find one thing, even if there were multiple items when you do the find method, so there's a limitation there. But you'll see the title automatically went to example, and the meta description tag went to I'm loading a template, or I'm loading templates, I mean. This is actually defined inside the template code. So now that we know how to load templates, let's go create one. So, first things first, we want to go to our Explorer, and once OrcWeb comes out, all this will be true. And when I was previously recording this, I never uploaded it, because by the time I was finished exporting, I kind of changed the method, and the method would not work. So, we'll head to our Documents folder, and we'll head to OrcWeb, Templates, and because I haven't set up the code yet, we're just going to create our template in pre-installed, and we'll create a new folder that will host our template files, and this will be, doesn't really matter what the folder name is, because there's a file within that sets the title, description, and copyright. So, if we were to head into the pre-existing default template, you'll see that we have two files here, a config file and a .owt file. This means OrcWeb template. If you used OrcWrite, you'd know the .owx extension, X being whatever letter I assigned to it. So, for example, if you were to save a document in OrcWrite, it would come out as OWD, OrcWrite document. This, when you save a template, comes out as template.owt, which is OrcWeb template. Of course, I haven't set up a quick one, so you don't have to open, you'll have to choose an app to open it. I'll use Notepad. So, let's head back to our test folder, create a new document, create a text document, but instead of calling it .txt, call it template .config, so CFG. Head into that file. It'll open in Notepad, and this is what we typed in the file. On the first line is the title of the template. The second line is the copyright. The fourth line is the description. I just did that to make it neat, because it wouldn't really look that good if it was the third line. That's just my personal preference, but yeah. So we're gonna enter test template. And then for copyright, we'll just call this and then for the description, this is a blank template. Save that and close that. As if we leave it open, VB will crash basically, because it'll try to access the file when it's already running. The next thing we want to do is create another document. We need this to template .owt. This will contain the HTML code for our template. Now, as of now, there's only the ability to contain one page of HTML code. So you'd have to find a way to make it multi-page. But then again, the user just uses your template, they can edit what they want, make it their own page, and then they can save multiple pages as .html files. So as long as nobody needs the multiple templates or multiple files in one template, I won't do it. But if it's a big need, then I promise I'll try and get it working. So in this .owt file, I just create tag. Then we'll create our header tags. And in our head tags, we want to create a title tag. Then in title, we'll do open curly bracket, work, site, title, all caps, no spaces. Then we'll close title. This is basically what the app finds to replace it with the site title the user enters in the template window. The next thing we need is a meta tag. We'll set the name to description and content equals, in quotes, open bracket, or open curly bracket, work, description, with a closed curly bracket, again with no spaces and all caps. Then we'll end that by typing a forward slash and then a more than symbol. So that is the basis of our head. So let's create our body. So for this we'll say H1, which is heading 1. This is a test template. Then we'll say paragraph, which is P. Feel free to edit the code. Then we'll close our body tag. And we'll save and close this file. And then we'll close this. And let's head to our app. Well, in this case, I'm debugging it. So we'll get the same window, nothing crashes. We're good to go. We hit File, New, Template. And you'll see that we have Test Template, Copyright You Year. And then the description is set to this is a blank template. So that was the config file in action. And you'll see that I also used the config file to set the default template to say that its name is default and it's made by and therefore copyrighted to me as of 2015, and it says this is the default starter template. So if we were to select test template and say we wanted our site title to be another title and our description to be another description, we'll open that up and you'll see that the title tag, instead of being site title, will be another title, and the content of the meta tag we did will say another description. And you'll see that on this side here we'll have the body, so this is a test template. This is feel free to edit the code, and that's the basis of creating a template in OrcWeb. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to rate, subscribe, do whatever you want basically. Say what you think of the video, let me know, and if you're thinking of making an OrcWeb template and you want it in the app at release, so everyone has their template, send it in. The top, or the first 10 that get to it will be sent in. You should post on the forum under submit an add-on, and I'll download it, get your source code into the app. Yeah, and next video will be showing off all these beautiful features, and there will be more to come, and most of them aren't added in, just haven't coded. I've done the aligning, I've done view and browser. In fact, let's take a look at view and browser. So, view and browser basically saves a copy of the file, and it opens it in your default browser. And of course, I need to close that. If we head back to the documents where our OrcWeb was installed, we see that we have this temporary hidden folder. This contains that debug.html file. If we open it, it'll have that same exact code. It has a little nerdy thing to basically show something off. It wasn't really needed, but hey, I felt like it. And then all these basically all these things here will just create new HTML tags that correspond to their action. The paragraph here. Okay, let's create a new spot down here. Paragraph has. If I were to click on presets, go down, I can do list bullets, and you see that it says edit under list item, and you see that it appears right there. Edit. You can say hello, and you'll see that it prints. Anyways, God, I didn't program that yet. Anyways, I've been the Ultimate Hacker. If you shot this video, like I said, let me know. And if you want to make a template and get it in, like I said, post it on the forums under submit and add-on. And the forums have been changed to forum.pctransformer.tk, as it'll be .tk for a little bit until I get the money required to purchase the domain. Until then, it'll be .tk. Soon I'll switch to .com. The domain will be the Ultimate Hacker instead. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is going to be an epic video. 17:45 you said, and counts. I can't speak. See ya.